Hi, my name is Brian Michael Covey. That's what I call myself. I've been going through this abduction for a long time. I don't mean to, but these beings, they want me to reveal myself. They try to sneak peek, call it telepathy, whatever they want. I speak to a creator that I shouldn't even be mentioning, that is of their own. I have this ability. A lot of people talk about 24/7 abductions. I'm one of them. What you don't understand, what the Creator wants me about to reveal, since they don't want to contact them. And you know, in every religion, it always talks about, even in Jehovah or God, that two beings should fight each other, two aliens. You want to know how powerful illusion is before it becomes real? Let me tell you something. I would pay as much money as I have to pay to see two alien greys fight each other, calling about angels in the book, to prove my religion, to prove the faith in Jehovah or God, or even Allah speaks of angels. That's what I wonder. Even the Hindus speak of this. And isn't it funny, Shiva from the Hindus has two serpents on his neck, never fought each other, but said to Shiva, "We are your children of the universe," while he was married. And Shiva ripped their heads off. But you know what it says in religion: daughter against mother, son against father, brother against sister, brother against brother, sister against sister. Meaning not everybody has an agreement. But you know something, what it tells me is that these beings will not fight each other. CIA say they stick up with them, the pyramid, all this, they control all this. But the funny thing is about the pyramid, it doesn't make you a devil worshiper. Because before God was even created from this religion, you know, I had my old Facebook where I wore a pyramid. It means that Moses walked out with these beings who revealed the technology called magic. Any real Rockefeller or Rothschilds will know this. Any dragon slayer or dragon hunter will know this. Now the thing is, how come two aliens won't fight each other? Why is that? Why is it to teach us to hide the illusion? But this one alien says, I was abducted since I was 4. By seeing people who were abducted too, which was a little boy, a little girl, when I lived on School Street in West Seneca, New York. Now the reality is, I don't want to reveal this. I keep telling these beings, the Creator wants to talk to you. I don't want to reveal for you to look up my name on social media, find out how I talked about this craziness of the black hole, how it is here, what these beings' agendas really are. How the Air Force wants to have the Halo project. I don't want to talk to you about that. And David Petraeus and all these other guys in the CIA who are Christians, why have they never questioned? How come two aliens won't fight each other, which is supposed to happen in the religious text? I could ask my wife, she'd tell you. I'm not trying to put down all these things. What I'm trying to put down is, how come we can't see the proof in the pudding before it happens? Why can't, well, people go through an abduction of 24/7 of these beings, of extraterrestrials. If we are supposed to be the Garden of Eden, why does our only planet in this galaxy, in the Milky Way, even though we're on a tail way far away from it, 15,000 light years, say that there's a black hole? Well, I said that over a year ago before scientists baffled their heads. I'm the one out of 1.6 billion who actually predicted something that came true. And if you check my social media site out, even though I talked about how swallowing up the whole earth, I at least was somewhat true, some would say. Now the reality is this. two aliens they call fallen angels, why do they not fight each other? When they say Michael should shoot down from the heavens and fight. And why does the devil and Lucifer know about hell, but they know about the past and the present? But wasn't the book, the Bible, the Torah, Jehovah, written in the past? So he would know his future because of the past. Why would he want to go to hell? I think these aliens love plasma. That's what they tell me. I tried to save their lives. I know I'm stupid. I ain't never said I wasn't. They talk about Lawrence Henry Rothschild and my wife trying to hook up with the Secret Service with this white beard, bald-headed, African American, maybe he's not, gentleman. Even though I'm Caucasian. I lost my hair and my eyebrows when I was 5. I got proof of these things in West Seneca, New York. And the reality is this, I got people in my life that actually have poll, even in fraternities, that will tell you I lost my hair. Got more connections. People, I'm abducted. A lot of people are describing this abduction. I'm only telling you this to put an idea in your head, to think about this. Aliens say they're angels. Why have we, even the CIA and military can ask you this. You know what they're going to say? That boy's right. Why do they never fight each other? Why do we fight each other, but they don't? And why is it always the end they will fight, where we're no longer here to fucking reveal the illusion that is real? You know how many secret societies will do sacrifices? You know how many religions will do this just to see two aliens fight? Two grays? Do you know how many? I had a connection between them. I might be lucky, I might not be. Through the Creator. These aliens were all created by each other. Distances. But if the earth would ever be to swallow, say it happened, or it was no more, what makes you think these aliens are plasma? Should be protected by the military and government. These aliens were honest with me. I could be on a lie detector now, and I never knew how to pass one, never been military or government. You can check my background. I believe what the FBI does, taking down cults. But why listen to a few FBI who are part of the cults, who become informants, who suddenly appear? I know they said one time that I had this B felony, and I went to Nebraska almost a couple years back, not even, recorded this information. Why would you classify me, even in Homeland Security, with Richard Costello III, which I could sue for definition of character along all other people? Hide me with a classification to suddenly reappear with the federal government called a B felony. Fraud, I guess it is. I don't know. Can't recollect that I've done this. But I'm going to put this message out before it gets out. And the reality is, I'm going to prove to you. I was born on March 2nd, 1978, Buffalo, New York, Mercy Hospital. I'm going to prove about these aliens. The federal government in 1954 prints out a bill with a pyramid. Now, a pyramid is a mountain. Every true secret of an architect, of a society. I'm going to tell you how these pyramids were created. They weren't created by lifting up these heavy rocks. That's to fuck with you. They were created like every other religion. An architect, according to these aliens, and their honesty, took down in Egypt, there was a couple mountains, and they carved these mountains, just like you carve stone, into being animals or any type of other being you would like, out of rock. Right? Carve these mountains down. And then along down the roads, of course, to make it sound good, to give power to those because of technology, these mountains became pyramids. I could take a mountain today with a crew today, maybe about 10,000 or so. We could carve these mountains, these architectural guys, to my blueprint. And this mountain today, whether it's Mount Everest or not, will be the biggest pyramid in the world. I don't lie. And when I'm going through something, I'm honest. You could ask my family, call them up. And when I'm not, I stay disconnected. I won't contact them. I stay away. They say maybe he's on alcohol or drugs or he's doing all these other things. They won't lie. I won't lie. And when they started revealing themselves, I knew no religion could be true. So why did they try to start a nuclear war? They keep saying they programmed me. They keep lying to David Petraeus and all that. I told them if they touched David Petraeus, I had a dream one time, seriously, about the CIA David Petraeus who worked for the Army Ranger, which Chris and Rick and Andrea, you know, they're my brothers and sister from Buffalo, New York, would relate this message. I had a dream that somehow got into me, saying it twice, David Petraeus will no longer live. So I woke up, and now, in a recent moment of thinking about this, I told these beings, if anything happens to the CIA or anybody, these aliens will get their heads bashed in. I don't give a fuck about the technology. And if they control the world, people, think about this. We got implants. Implants. That's how simple they are. They're not that hard. They're actually the creator teaches me this. He teaches me about their implants. He teaches me about them. They don't want to contact him. I can't do nothing about that. But I'm the only prophecy who ever talked crazy about the Milky Way galaxy having a black hole. And that's serious. If you check my social media, my Facebook now, I have a few of them. And you look on that. You will see how I talked about wiping out everything within 2 years, which was a year ago. You would see NASA and everybody else within less than that time, while way past what I predicted, actually be the only prophet or person to come true. Isn't it funny? Every prophet, like Nostradamus, all religions, never come true. And these aliens won't fight each other. Isn't that funny? That I'm the only one who thinks like this. I know Lauren's trying to get my wife into the secret service called the Illuminati. But these aliens show me visions of this guy. Why? Why have they got a big mouth? I know you say I got a big mouth. But how can I have a mouth if things weren't revealed to me to have this conversation? Because if you check my stuff out, I wouldn't know about them. They know about them. But anyway, I've been abducted for almost 4 years, since I was 38. I learned I was abducted by this being who speaks, who has a mouth, since I was 4. Would you believe it? I was 13, probably near 15, when I got hit by a car. And my parents, Barbara and David, took 10 grand from me, being responsible as parents should be. I had this idea in my head to do the right thing, become a better man, go to school, use that money. I actually did. This being that's been with me since 4, no matter how many dragon hunters or how many you got to clear this being, they haven't cleared it. And he clears, oh, well, I'm with America, I'm with this and that. But I told them, you know how many would sacrifice to see 2 aliens fight of your own species? And why do we got to fight of our own species, being earthly beings of the human race? Why can't we set aside differences? Huh? Just for the earth and all things. These aliens say they're going to take out a star, our sun. They say they're taking out the core right now, and some in the military are so scared, they just accept a few people. But they don't want to arm up and fight. People, if these beings, I talked to a guy, and this man says he went through the same abduction I have on MUFON. People who leave requests and replies talked about the same thing. We're going through the same thing. Isn't it funny that beings just come out of nowhere. The only thing to be true is that they come out of nowhere. And we believe that it's going to be a part of religion or part of our wealth and our money that we have or don't have. It ain't a part of either or. It ain't a part of one side or the other. They're not in the middle. They're only about plasma. They want this. And they will wipe out humanity. Not just us, but all animals and beings. And see, what I learned about psychology, the CIA taught me this, is to study them, my opponent, that tricks me, thinking that others are the enemy when it is my enemy, staring me in my face through an illusion. Learn that if I'm going through something, how many others are enemies in the galaxy that have been wiped out before we may have a chance? We may have a chance. You know, I talked to my brother Chris one time, my wife tells me, and he don't believe that. I know religion is every grandmaster's hiding of this illusion, but when a being expresses himself, tell me, Brian, tell the truth. I will possess you and control you and program you to speak this. And he gets away with it, still talking to me. That tells you these beings will never fight each other, even if we call them angels, or Jehovah, or anything, or Allah. And we know the work. We know the details, or the Hindus. You wouldn't wear two serpents that will bother the shit out of you. And you wouldn't put in all religion that we could be against even our own families because we're dysfunctional and not fight. Even humans love to see gladiators, boxing, MMA, UFC, fight. What about two aliens? Not holograms, but real aliens. Even where a physician comes in the ring to tell you the truth about what the military said they had in 1947 in Roswell, New Mexico. These aliens say, well, yo, it's because the UFO crashed. Well, you know something? We can't be the only planet that a UFO crashed in for these aliens. Talk about, oh, we want revenge because you motherfuckers, we crashed our own UFOs because we can't fly right. See, I look at our sun, and NASA's already figuring this out. I seen a laser, a thin laser, from the star of our own Earth hit my hand by this technology. And I know what they told me. I know more. I try to collaborate with the Pentagon or the FBI or whatever. I try to let them know what I know. Doesn't matter. They accept this because of their position. They don't believe humanity will be wiped out. I don't care if you're Jew, white supremacy, or African American, or Caucasian, whatever. Or Asian, Chinese, North Korean. I don't care what you are. We are all from the earth. We are all human beings. I believe in this. These beings have a whole different other story. Why would beings not fight each other, want to separate all of us so we can't fight them? Why is that? Why is plasma, the energy, worth more from a releasing of a star? That the Milky Way galaxy already dimmed out, but NASA wants to say, well, aliens ain't out there, these are spirits. Yeah, well, you tell me something, NASA. I hear Bluetooth in my ear, and that person, like my brother or my wife talking to me, could be a spirit, but yet they're still alive. You tell me how that works without looking at my phone and something in my ear that I can hear be real, called an illusion of what I'm hearing. This goes out to all you guys out there suffering, man. I feel bad for you. I even stuck up for these beings because I'm real like that, man. I keep my heart true. Might not look like a whole lot. Might not be the kind of average guy you want to hear preaching this truth message. But trust me, close your eyes, listen the best you can. Think about, write the words down on a pen and pad of a piece of paper or your laptop or computer. They blame one military guy with his white hair destroying Ray Mavis's prophecies and all these prophecies. That's what these aliens really do. But I said, why don't you just fight each other? Prove to us you're going to make this happen. That's why these aliens said, you know what, that's why we have so many prophecies in religion. That's what the one alien told me. And he said, we have so much that way our work is done. So you can go in any direction. But the one direction you'll never come in is us fighting each other. That's why there's so many things, people. So many of us suffering, man. Blaming the government. Government has nothing to do with this, trust me. Because the first thing the X-Files, FBI would love to do is like Waco, Texas, they'd love to murder these aliens. They'd be more than happy to end their pitiful lives before even grabbing them or comprehending them or, coming in their way, just like the military. I've been going through this for almost 4 years, 38 years old, seriously. Seen a white cobra with black stripes on his neck bite me. And what I learned today, it ain't about being chosen in a house full of people. It's about these aliens lying to us. And when the Creator talked to me recently, he didn't care about what I say or what I know. What he cared about was why is he speaking through this man, revealing this. No alien through any abduction will ever reveal themselves. But this alien has. And since they're honest with each other, he's going to tell them, yes, I did want him to reveal me since he was 4. And they said, why? We don't do that when we abduct any other human. We have never, ever done that. But you want that? And I told him to shut his mouth, let me go one-on-one, because obviously aliens died on other planets, galaxies. Even other creator, teaches me this. But we have never, through Jehovah, all religion, see 2 aliens fight each other. That's why they want to go where Ray matters. Because they know this truth. But the Jews are more powerful than Mattis. I believe that. Seriously, man. I might not look like much, but I believe that I'm not trying to separate supremacy and all these things. I believe the financial world game has a lot more effectiveness on all of us. And that's true, man. I wasn't born to try to judge or race or predict or separate or do these things. And the day I cross paths with these beings, that means they're almost done with the plasma of the earth. You know what happens, people? When the core of the earth dries up and there's plasma, the star in the center releases. Do you know? Some people say it'll draw us closer to a star, like a magnet. Huh? Some say it'll draw us farther away. Either direction, I don't think they care about humanity. Even when they said all humans are our enemies, and I swear, you can ask anybody who's been abducted. And the other thing I got was, the one alien tried to tell me was Lucifer, right? So I talked to this guy, and he tells me his alien says the same thing. Isn't that funny? States away from Iowa to Michigan, these aliens tell each other the same thing we want to hear by our beliefs. They say they're the devil, they're Lucifer, and I never called these aliens anything. I thought they were just aliens trying to abduct me and fuck with my head, which has been happening. But it's funny they use the same name all over the world at the same time. That's what makes it interesting. I'm not an idiot, people. You should think about some of the messages I send. I know I keep posting alien abduction, wow, whippy, but please think about and read about MUFON and Fuhon, Fuhon from Texas. You should read about these things that the government does know. These beings want nothing more for all of us to fight each other. But if you ask them to fight, and the money you would put in, what's funny? You would never see it unless it's in a dream or something that would say, wait a minute, man, I want to see this shit real style without the abduction. It's sad, man. It's sad that waking up people like this that see the truth to an abduction and to speak this truth, it's sad. You know how many people say they're evil because they make them evil, will sacrifice twice as more just to see them fight? And how many people will say, I will listen to you just to see 2 of you fight? You know what you'll never get? That religion says you'll get? You'll never see both of them fight. In the realm of all the things. And if they control the world that much, how come they never reveal themselves? They stay hidden somehow. Think about it. And I feel bad for all you that complain through your abduction. All you that are going through what I've been going through. 24/7, non-stop talking, making you crazy, go to the hospital. I feel bad. I'm with you. But I will fight them. I'm not afraid. I don't believe in religion. I keep it real because in America, we all know freedom of religion. They even use Diamond Rothschilds and the NSA and all these people. I met Diamond in California, seriously, with my wife. I'm going to need her. Well, last name's Covey now. She carried on my last name. The dude was so nervous. He was like, he wouldn't even really look at it. His eyes blunk so bad. You could tell he was abducted. Really. And then Lawrence Henry Rothschild. My wife talked to him. She helped him out. She's a good woman. She even helps me out. And she wants good-looking men in her life. So it won't be me and Lawrence. We can argue all fucking day. It won't be us two, man. And the reality is they can't control these beings either. That's true. And I speak the truth through such work. And in all religions that they want to study to find the truth in, one truth you will find is they won't fight each other. And all religions try to say something different or not different within that grasp. But why is it we can't see it now? But we got to see it when so many are gone. And then yet still be on what we call postponed. That's why these implants they be putting in. It's not the implants of the the wealthy world. They talk about 666, whatever. It's not the implants of that. It's the implants of these beings they put in us that are crucial. That people get taken out. They don't get cut up. They don't get chopped up. They don't get fucked up. Both sides of it. They just get free. And then these beings sometimes put 2 or 3 implants in them after that. You know, it's not about that. They don't. That shows you they don't work with the military. They don't work with the government. And why would the military clone an extraterrestrial anyway? Honestly, think about this. And he never fought another alien to prove to the military its loyalty live, real, bring back a body. Why is that? Same thing I'm telling you about all religion. Why haven't they fought each other? See, I think like that, man. But I know these beings ain't going to touch the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, or people of America, or the world. Because if any of you going through something, I can't go through it. It's been very hard for me. But if you're going through something, and you hear something, and you're going through abduction, you send them to Brian Michael Covey's way. Seriously. Right now I'm in Michigan. But you send them my fucking way. No matter what religion they divide, what country, how they're trying to destroy cults or non-cults. They fuck with the FBI, they fuck with me. They fuck with the CIA, they fuck with me, these aliens. They fuck with the military, they fuck with me, I halo them. You tell them if we are all the enemies. I don't deal with bullshit. I wake up through this shit. And I record it so it goes on YouTube live so people can see this. 25, 6 viewers. Maybe more, hopefully. Never know what a good day is. Could even be 1,000 views one day. But listen to what I'm saying. I ain't much. I don't look like much. Who'd want to watch my video? But hear what much is out of my mouth. Hear the truth, man. It's sad. We could believe in religion we can't see. But when somebody rereads it through the thoughts and truth of things, like ancient aliens and UFOs and all that, hundreds of millions who want to chase it, they want to neglect the abductions. You know something? I'm ready to fight for the government of America, for everyone in the world, for the non-government here, because people are people to me. No matter what religion you have, I believe in freedom of religion, and I'm not free. But if you ask anybody from the CIA to non-government. Say, you believe in freedom of religion? They say, yeah. Say, have you ever seen two aliens fight each other honestly? Don't tell them what religious belief you are. Ask them that. If you're on the internet, social media, you end up knowing somebody maybe or maybe not in those degrees, which they say they are or say they are not. Even though secret society could tell you that. These aliens want to snitch on them, man. They tell me, they just take credit. Even secret society, skull and bones and all that. They do not care. They care not knowing. Listen, one time these aliens told me to go to Nebraska and Florida. You know the prophecy, the white buffalo, then my brother Chris Covey or Covey, C-O-V as a Victor, E-Y, to go there. You know what's crazy is that when this hits all the media in recent, well, not long, but what's crazy is I've hung with natives. I love them. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with any person, no matter who you are. I love you. But these beings are tricky. They are the masterminds, these extraterrestrials. They'll even dress up in suits, be a tree hugger, still great. I'm not afraid of them, man. They'll use Illuminati and all that. That's because people listen to them, stand by them by listening. They really don't want to fight back. That's because there's not enough of us that know the truth. You used to see the movies, Tom Cruise, talk about War of the Worlds, right? Well, why is Tom Cruise in Scientology believing in aliens if he's trying to be War of the Worlds and fight these aliens? But these aliens won't do nothing to him. That's because they don't know what's coming to them from the human race. We should prepare ourselves. Think maybe Tom Cruise or whoever. I don't believe in Scientology or religion. My fact is, listen. Just listen. The truth is the truth, and it will reveal itself. Thank you. My name is Brian Michael Covey, some would say, but I like to pronounce my last name Covey. It's like being John Smith. Instead of John Smith, I could call him John Smith. H is silent, just like the E from my last name. It's mine. I call what I want. He calls it what he wants. I respect who is respected and wants to be respected. That's how easy it is. You know, and I keep using my wife like, oh, we're going to send her with this guy named Mahel Rockefeller who lives in Florida off Suite 500. And that's funny, man. He doesn't even question the aliens. They won't send her to India because the CIA got this covert cover-up because they're afraid of the aliens. But the aliens tell you, Brian, they're going to destroy the star before all this bullshit happens. I believe them, and I don't believe them. That's sad. Because the Milky Way galaxy got a black hole and nobody, I'm talking about people, nobody